Hello, my darling friends. I wanted to show you a simple prosperity spell. This is a spell or just a little ritual that can help you pull in abundance, prosperity, guidance, and overall general good health and wealth. Here I'm burning some frankincense incense that I make, and it does smell divine. But I always start with that because as the smoke burns, it's carrying away all my thoughts and wishes. It's taking away my troubles, because frankincense, like in the Catholic Church, they burn to smudge the area, to cleanse it so we can have spiritual growth and make room for all things good. So this is why I started burning my frankincense incense, to get the overall atmosphere in a good, healthy vibe. So the other thing I have here, which you can also get on my website, is a rose of Jericho, and they bloom. They are called the resurrection plant, as they never die. When they wilt, they turn into a ball, a dried up ball. I don't know if you can see it or not in the bag that it comes in, but when you add it to a little bit of water, it blooms and it opens up much like this one. So I put a little piece of citrine inside of mine so that every time it dries up, it captures the citrine, and then when it blooms, it brings that abundance and positivity back out. I'm also going to be using today some citrine stones, which you can also, most of the things I'm using you can find on my website, and I will leave links at the bottom of the video. But citrine stones to kind of make a little grid. And I have the herbs that I'm going to use, which are cinnamon, ginger, patchouli, and then the resin would be dragon's blood. Dragon's blood helps to bring power to your manifestations. It's like that miracle elixir that just enhances everything, all your thoughts, all your energy. So you want to be careful with what kind of energy you're working with when you use dragon's blood. Cinnamon brings about overall good health and abundance, prosperity. Ginger brings that balance, the clarity, the power, and the stability. And then patchouli also brings a lot of manifestation power, and it brings love. And in the 60s it was known as the lusty herb, but it is really good for generating that power and the passion. And you need that drive to get to where you want. So if you don't have that power or passion behind what your intent is, it may not manifest. And then I also have here a sphere of my golden honey calcite, or like a citrine sphere, and I have this nearby, and I'm going to run it through the smoke in a little bit to put it into the vibes of positive abundance and prosperity. Before I begin, now that I've set my atmosphere with the frankincense incense, I have a smudge spray of white sage, and I'm going to smudge myself with it so that I can cleanse and shed any other negative energy that might be around me, so I can really put my intent and focus on my spell and my little ritual at hand. I also have a little bit of oil here, and it's my celestial wish oil. It's all natural, and basically it's for all your wishes to come true. So any heightened manifestation power, it works through love, it works through light, so it's only in your best intention. So I'm going to have this nearby. I'm going to open it just so it's easier to get access to, because it has a little dipstick in there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I have my main candle. I didn't have a green candle on hand, but you can use green, you can use red for passion, green for money. I used tan, like a neutral. I'm not banishing, kind of wanted to incorporate the earth energy. So to me, today, right now, this is like this pulling in all the energies of the earth to bring about abundance and prosperity. You can use any color as long as you're aware of the intent that you hold with that color. If you want to do it with a pink candle to represent love, or a blue candle to represent that tranquility and the flow of water and you know, all these things. I'm also going to be using a pestle and mortar. This is my personal one, but I also do use this one on occasion, and I do sell this one on my website. And I'm going to use my pestle and mortar to grind up some of the herbs so I can make it more into a powdery sense, because I will be burning it on charcoal. So I'm going to be making a little bit of like incense, a magic incense for prosperity and abundance. Okay, so now that I have my energy going good here, I feel really focused. My frankincense incense is just cleansing the space. It's bringing that spiritual growth. It's opening my crown chakra. I'm being guided. I'm really aware. So I'm going to start with a quick smudge on myself. And whenever I smudge myself, I just think of the highest intent, love. I think of pure white light energy running around my aura, through my whole body. And I like to breathe in when I smudge myself. Usually when I'm standing, I'll smudge the bottom of my feet and all around, but just for the sake of today's video as well, I'm just going to kind of smudge the upper half. So. And I like to breathe out that last bit that was holding me back. So now I feel really, really cleansed. One thing you can use is a bell to raise the vibration really high and call upon the spirits of light that can help you. I've kind of already done all that today, so I don't want to bug them anymore. And so we shall begin. I'm going to light my candle to start. As how I do it, I like to light my candle before and then I start adding things. This candle, I know, is to help bring me abundance using all the energies of earth and nature and the universe. The angels spoke back. I'm going to also light my charcoal. I use half charcoals just to make them last, and I don't ever really need a whole charcoal. I'm going to light that so it has time to get going, get a good light going on it, and then I'll leave that sitting over here. So I'll let that sit. So in my mind, I feel like right now is a good time to anoint myself with the oil so that I know this is to help bring upon prosperity and abundance, general good wealth, good health, happiness, laughter. I always like to put a little bit on my third eye. I put my pulse points. And I always take a little whiff of the oil because that scent resonates with me now. I am so accustomed to this scent being that happy scent that things are going to work out in my favor. I'm going to take my citrine golden calcite sphere and I'm going to run it through the smoke of the frankincense incense to bless it. And I don't know if you can see this, but I am holding all my intents of the most positive, beautiful energy as it just drifts into the universe. All my wishes, I know, will come true. And I'll set that there. And now I will start with my herbs. I'm going to add a little, gotta be careful here because this is on a pedestal, but I'm going to add a little pinch of cinnamon to my candle for general good blessings, abundance. I'm also going to add a little pinch of patchouli for that manifestation power, that exoticness and the passion to really bring forth what I look for and desire. And then I'm going to add a little bit of ginger for that stability and grounding so that I know what I want. And one more dash of cinnamon because it sparkles. So now I'm going to take the rest of this. All these herbs, I'm going to pour it in my pestle and mortar so you can see. Blending it all together, and then I'm just going to mix it all up. I have a little dish here because when it's done I'm going to take it back out. The dragon's blood I need to break in half. I don't need all of this, so I'm just going to take a little piece, so excuse the noise. So here's some of the dragon's blood falling in there. And now I'm going to grind this all up. As I grind it, I like to just hold my intention. I like to think about the abundance, like all the positive energy that I want in my life, all that beautiful love and friendships and travel and success in everything that I do, all my goals to be met, for good health always, because when you don't have your health, it doesn't feel like you have quite much. And your health is always crucial. That is number one to me. So, I grind up this little herbs. When they look pretty ground up, I'm going to make sure that that's a good powdery substance. My charcoal looks pretty good to go. So here I'm going to pour it back in my little dish here. And now I'm going to dress the charcoal with my new hand ground incense powder. It smells very magical and mystical. It's very earthy, which is good because I was working with that for the candle. And just because I feel like it's a good time to do it, I'm going to mix in a little bit more of this magical powder on my candle. I'm going to run this through the smoke of the incense to kind of smudge it one more time and make sure it's really holding all that positive energy that I want. And now I'm just going to dress my charcoal. And as the smoke rises, I pray for abundance, blessings, new beginnings, and enchantment to always find way to me in my life. Always good health, good success. And not just to me, to everyone I meet, everyone I encounter in my life, my friends, my family, and everyone in between. Now, while the incense is burning, I'm going to bless my little crystals here, because these I'm going to place around my house later, and these are going to be my 4 corners of abundance and prosperity. So I'm going to dress this a little bit more, and as it's smoking, I'm going to run this crystal through. This is this prosperity and abundance blend that I just made specifically for these magical crystals. And as I bless each one, I pray that the element of air cleanses them and carries my wishes to the universe. Each one bringing light and love to my life, everywhere I go, through everyone I meet. Really working my solar plexus right now. Feel that powerful energy. I just feel so empowered. This is gonna happen. My abundance is it's already like coming to my door. I can feel it. I also like to run it over the heat of the flame and through the flame quickly. Not to burn yourself, you never want to hurt yourself. Just to evoke that fire element for that power again and that passion. The fire element is such a strong element. It brings so much to our lives. all is well. And now, just as I'm sitting here, I'm just going to place one little citrine stone in each of these 4 corners. So as you can see, maybe, I have almost like an X pattern with the crystals. I have my fire, my passion, my power in the middle. I have my air over here. I have my earth here. And all is well. And so now that this is all blessed and good to go, I am going to sit in a quick meditation, and just for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do very long, but I'm just going to sit and absorb all the positive energy, all the abundance that's coming to me, all the abundance and prosperity I have now. I'm just going to take a moment and remember and sit with it and be grateful. And you always want to sit with your magic after and let it really resonate with your spirit and your heart. You don't want to just set your magic and leave so quickly. You want to sit with it for a little bit, just like when you finish an art piece and you can stare at it on the wall, come back to it, stare at it more, appreciate everything, all the love and effort and time you put into it. This is like my art piece. So I'm going to sit with it and be one with its energy. And be one with the abundance and the prosperity, because I know I am in tune with it. And I am open to it. And I open my heart chakra to it, as you should always do as well. So I hope this video helped with a little bit of spell casting. I didn't say any chants or prayers out loud. Like I said, this was just mostly holding the highest intent and working. I will do videos in the future with prayers and chants and things like that, but today this just felt right, and this is what I wanted to do. And this is simple magic. It does not take a lot. It just takes a couple of minutes with your divine attention and divided attention, and being one. So thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you would like to see more like this. And if you like this video as well, you can subscribe to my channel for more. You can get many of the items you saw in this video on my website, the www.whitewitchparlour.com. And I hope to see you again next week. Blessed be. Namaste, my friends, and have a beautiful, magical week.